And Joaquin's gonna make his entrance. Cool, okay.
Oh my God, is everybody here already? Hi, welcome everybody. My name is Joaquin Murrieta. Welcome to my house. I'm the cultural ecologist at Watershed Management Group. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah,
good. All right.
I see everyone's thumbs up. Thank you guys.
Okay, we'll be talking about how to build a basin in your own house. But before all that, let me tell you a little bit about myself. Come over here. This reminds me of actually a program. I don't know if everybody's seen the Monty Don. He's a gardener from England, and he does this often. So it's kind of cool. What you're going to see here in this home, we bought this house 5 years ago. And so any changes you're going to see there being within 1 to 3 years old. So in order to get the effect that I wanted in my house, it took that time. We started slow, we continue moving slow, but it's a very nice pace. And right now is May 1st. And International Labor Day, actually. And so the plants are starting to look kind of in transition. And yeah, they are transitioning. And it's good time now in May to get ready for the monsoon seasons to clean up the rain garden. So this is our rain garden. And so we're going to go over some of the steps to get in how to work this, how to build your own basin. And we're going to ask you for a homework, and just to keep that in mind, when we're talking to you, we're going to ask you that you can start tonight by watering the site where you want to build a basin. But we want you to go out and build a basin in your house and send us a picture. If you cannot build that basin, but at least if you can draw it with a shovel, with something, send us that, or you clean up the site that you're going to work with. All right, that's how I started. All right, so I'm going to take you now to where the basin that we're going to talk about is. It was built 3 years ago. All right, and then after that, we're going to come in, and you're going to see some pictures on the steps I took. We recommend to take on how to build your own basin. All right. And if there are questions, please put it on the chat, and Lauren will interrupt me or interrupt everybody, and she will be asking those questions. All right, so welcome once again to build your own basin. All right, let's walk to the basin.
So as he is getting set up and prepped in front of the basin that is in his front yard, we wanted to know something about you all. So we have what's called polls here in Zoom, and so I will be launching one now. And our question for you all is, have you ever built or made a basin before? So you can answer that. We'll give you a few minutes while he's getting set up, and see how many of you have done this before. Looks like we're waiting on one more person to answer.
Are you there? Hello.
So, I think we may have lost him. Well, It looks like about half and half. You all have built basins before, or you have not. So thank you all for coming today. I hope this is helpful and informational for you all who have not built a basin before. I hope you are able to break ground over the weekend. And I hope that for those of you who have built one before, that this is helpful. And if you have any comments or if you have anything to add about what we talk about today, you are welcome to do so in the chat. Let's see where Joaquin went.
No, we're not good. I cannot hear you, Lauren.
You can't hear me?
Oh, now I can.
Sure? Okay, now we can hear him. All right, he is set up in front of his basin. There we go.
I just want to show you a visual of this basin. And of course, there is a UPS passing by. We built this basin, and the first thing to look at is where is the opportunity to harvest the rain. In this case, the opportunity for me was the street, right? So the water was coming from the street. So I created this very nice basin that it can hold around the whole thing together around 800 gallons. That was the calculations I did, but you don't need to worry about that yet. And so how do I get into that? Is by observing. The first time we moved into the house is where is the water coming from? And it was coming from the street. So in your case, it might be coming from the roof. It might be coming from the landscape. It might be coming from a sidewalk or from a driveway. So pay attention to that. Observe what the water is doing. If it's not raining, pay attention to the clues of what the water does, right? Look for erosion. Look for the downspouts in your house. Just pay attention. Where is the source of water that you want to harvest? That's kind of the first step you need to do. And again, it can be the street, it can be the roof, or it can be the landscape. Why a rain garden? For me, why a rain garden is because I love pollinators. That was the first thing. I want a pollinator garden. The second thing was I want to diminish flooding because I was working on the street. So I was harvesting as much water as I could from the street. And then the third is aesthetics. I just wanted to look good and to look nice. But also, within the flooding is this. I am part of the River Run Network at Watershed Management Group. If you are not part of the River Run Network, you should be part of the River Run Network because your basin is going to help us infiltrate some of that water or save some of that drinking water that you're not going to be using anymore because you're going to be developing a rain garden, all right? Join us on the River Run Network and we can send you additional information for that. Please tell Lauren about that. And so different components there on why I wanted
Joaquin, before you continue, can you have Lucinda face the camera down a little bit so we can see the basin a bit more? Perfect.
All right. So there are so many ingredients of the basin. Yes. This on mulch. This is wood chips, like that. These wood chips cost around $20 the cubic yard. I got them from Tanks Green Stuff. For me, they were free, but that's another story. And plants, native plants, grasses, they really like to be on the bottom of the basin. There are some of the plants that they don't like to be on the bottom of the basin. They like to be around the basin, like this acacia that is over there, or this mesquite that is around that basin, all right? There are some rocks. Those are another elements that you need. So these are the ingredients that you need. It's very simple. A shovel and a rake, some rocks, some mulch, and rocks that is if you're excavating or if your ankle is very stiff. It's just to maintain the slope of the ankle. We like to say 3 to 1 slope. That's when we use the rocks, right? Or for aesthetics, okay? For me, for aesthetics, for example, I don't know if you see that big rock over there. That's a boulder. It's about this size. It's just to break the pattern of the geography. So I'm going to ask Lucinda, see if she can point to that little thing. That is the sediment trap that the water comes from the street. First goes in there, and then it enters this basin. All right, and if you can follow me, Lucinda, I'm in the water right here. All this gets inundated with water. We call this the soup because it looks like a soup when it's full of water. You're going to see some pictures pretty soon. After that, I found that I have additional capacity. I started with this little basin. But after that, I went through this additional swell basin looking thing. Right? I just wanted to show you the different dimensions, the different rocks that we use, the depth of here. This depth is like 1.5 feet. The basin is only 8 inches. Right? So now let's go inside the house and show you how I build this step by step. Okay? And we can answer any questions.
Joaquin, can you hear me?
Yes.
Lisa. Hey, can you back up the camera angle from it into the street if there's not a car there so we can see how the basin harvests off the street?
Yeah. Let's go. Let's see if you can. Thank you, Lucinda. So that's my street. Water is coming through here. It's entering there, and it goes like that. Right? Can you see it?
Back up a little more. That's better.
Yeah. So that's probably you're seeing the whole front of the house. And so anyway, it's fully covered. And it's amazingly enough, that was full of gravel 4 years ago. All right. So
Joaquin, we've got a question from the audience in a way. So was this a curb cut that you did?
No, it wasn't a curb cut. And that's part of the observation. It was part of my driveway. Water was going into my house already. So I just took advantage of that. All right? But I didn't cut the curb. All right? Look for the opportunity. That's kind of the key. Let's go inside, all right? Any other observation as we are outside?
One more question that we've got so far. Are trees in or outside of the basin?
I'm sorry, you need to repeat that.
Are trees inside or outside of the basin itself?
They're outside of the basin. There are some shrubs that are closer to the basin, but most of them are outside, except for some annual flowers and some grasses.
Cool. Good. Thank you. Let's head inside.
Oh, Lauren, maybe this is a good time to ask for the second question.
So we do have a second question for you all. So part of this event, as Joaquin mentioned earlier, is we're asking you all if you would be able to break ground this weekend. So we wanted to know